Pop, 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 pop. All right. But there. Pop. And then Twitter. Pop. Ah, much better, lad.
Sweet.
Yeah. We need
So
to.
how you doing? How's life?
Life is awesome, man. Life is awesome. Yeah. We got to get some like news and certain stuff like that. I just been super busy,
Yes.
so I'll get a little. This one we'll do what we do. For the next one though, we'll maybe chat about some extra things we want to do. We could do anything we want with this, to be honest.
Sure, yeah.
How's life with you? How's Mumsy doing?
Mixed.
Volmek! Mixed. Oh, is it because of the job thing still?
Yeah, they've decided to close the location she's at. So basically, she has to move to another one, but she doesn't know which one that will be.
All right.
Ideally, not far away.
Yeah, exactly. Volmek.
But you know, they're scumbags at the moment, so
Yeah.
never knew.
You never knew.
I've told her to update her resume.
Of course, yeah.
Or as we call it, a CV.
A CV. That's so funny.
How about you, man?
With what?
With your work, like
Work is awesome. Hey, Big Casino! Happy late anniversary. Thank you, Volmek. Work is great. I go in the office tomorrow and Wednesday, but I'm gonna start implementing my plan to give her a spuddy, to give it a go where I only take a half an hour lunch, leave at 4, and then stream until like 20 after 5 and go get stuff. So we'll see how that works.
That's not too different from what I have in my work, because basically we have an hour entitlement to lunch, but then we choose to take half hour and we leave early on a Friday, basically.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you get off 2 hours early on a Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's cool. Dang, that's actually a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. So everyone's decided to do that.
Oh, have they? That's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Good. Now, anybody listening, the millions that are watching us right now, if you have any ideas...
And the billions with the VOD.
The billions with the VODs, make sure you just put it in the chat, leave messages, send me messages. Hey, you should add this to the podcast. This is only episode 7. This is an evolution thing. And I'm all about adding, taking away, whatever, just doing our thing. Having a good time. So what's that new Marvel show that's coming out? The DEI Iron Man. The DE Iron Man.
Oh, Ironheart.
Yes, we're gonna watch that, right? And report back every week on the episode.
I won't watch it, but that's because I've watched everything Marvel, everything Star Wars. So, but if you don't, that's fine.
No, I'll do it. I don't care. Add a segment where you dance all the new trending dances. Volmek, I could never give away my secrets, dude. Like, where do you think these dances come from, if not me, up here in Canada? That's 100% where all these dance trends come from. They're like, they see this fat guy in Canada, like, oh, I'm doing that, and there we are. Just those other pretty people make it more popular and famous. But really, it's me. Or just a truffle shuffle segment. Oh boy. I'll do the Goonies.
No.
Do my Goonies. Expose the old belly and give it a shaking. Oh, did you watch Naked Gun?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Oh shoot. Hold on. I'm gonna write this up. D videos live stream. Oh yeah, right here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we're doing. Oh, Karate Kid Legends. And then Naked Gun. Okay. Yes. Don't know if we get in Canada. The new Doctor Who was named Saturday night. Apparently, man, that sparked anger amongst the Whovians.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you know anything about it?
Yes, I haven't.
Let's talk about it, because I don't know.
Okay.
I missed it. Who is it? I have no clue. Volmek, I don't even know. How many doctors are they up to now? I'm not sure. But let's do this. Let's go.
Well, this would be labeled as the 16th.
Doctor Who. What else did you say you wanted to check about? Yes. Okay, well, that's cool. Have a good night, all. Yeah. What's this?
No, I was just about to make a Truman Show quote.
Oh. All right, you know what? Billy Piper. I don't know who that is.
Yes.
All right, let's start it up. You ready? Let's go. All right. Hey, welcome to episode 7 of the PCU, the Pharaoh Cinematic Universe, where Lee and
Title pending.
Yeah, title pending. It'll probably stay that way for years, but whatever. Where Lee and I get together, and whoever else wants to join us live on camera and chat about movies, TV shows, entertainment, and that's what we're going to do. 16, including the Who's Doctor. And so it's been 2 weeks. Last week I had to go to the hospital to have an MRI done, and that's why we didn't get to the PCU last week. And so we've got we're going to chat about one of the movies that we went to see and a few other things. And I'm looking forward. I really like this podcast because I'm a huge movie TV buff and thoroughly enjoy it. And Lee is as well. I think Lee's a little more comfortable doing the movie and TV podcast than he is the gaming one. But this is
no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. I think because some of this stuff here, you know way more than me. And I'm just like, yeah, go ahead. Have at her, Lee. Chat about Marvel and Doctor Who and whatever else. British. And so, Lee, you know what we need? We need Mooney on an episode. Or, sorry, Karate Chick on an episode. Yes.
Yeah, Karate Chick.
Yes, because she writes scripts and crap. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm going to get James to talk about his friggin' wheel.
His what? Oh, his wheel. That's right. You know what? I'm messaging her I'm doing it right now. She's just chilling with James and doing nothing. You're doing nothing. You need to be on our movie podcast. There.
Spotty, that would be 17, including the War Doctor.
All right, Lee. How you doing? What have you been watching and all that stuff this week or last 2 weeks or whatever?
I'm doing great. Stuff I've been watching really has been down to the stuff that we agreed upon. So
Okay.
Mission Possible and Naked Gun primarily.
Okay. Yeah.
I do watch like a comedy show, but it's like a I don't know. Like, have you heard of something called Taskmaster?
A show?
Yeah,
I think I'm going to say no,
Taskmaster. Okay,
but I thought there was
it's
something from the 80s called Taskmaster.
maybe, but basically it's a show where a bunch of comedians get together and they do like silly tasks.
Oh, okay. Like British ones?
There's it's where it originated from, but this got so popular, like different countries are doing it as well.
Okay. All right. So you were watching that this week?
Yeah.
So you haven't watched any TV shows or anything? Kirby Lass! Thank you so much.
Not new, no. No, not really, no.
There is a villain named Taskmaster. Isaac actually has a statue of Taskmaster upstairs in his room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was he's a very interesting villain in Marvel, but they butchered him in the films.
Okay. So I've been watching stuff because
Okay.
so in the last 2 weeks, I think so. I'm just going to throw these out here because I think the Star Wars stuff was 3 weeks ago into 2 weeks ago. So I watched Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Empire, Tales of whatever the Force or whatever it is. I watched all those. I did watch Skeleton Crew. Finished that. Did we talk about Skeleton Crew last time?
No, to be honest, I have not seen Skeleton Crew. I need to watch that.
Okay, Skeleton Crew. If you can get past some of the characters, it's actually decent. Okay? So it's just I love Star Wars and everything is just brewing up in me in Star Wars right now, and I don't know why, but things are starting to brew in me because I'm even like James also sent me the Star Wars Unlimited card, a pack of cards, and I went and just bought a whole crap load of cards. So waiting for that. And then what else here? Even Isaiah is watching the original or the movies from beginning to end, and that's something that I want to do as well. Again, also I've watched. I'm almost done Cobra Kai the last season, which I'm having a really good time at. That's really fun. I've seen The Better Sister, which is the Jessica Biel Amazon Prime show they just brought out. Yeah. That Steph and I finished it yesterday, and that's actually pretty darn good. Plus there's eye candy, but it's really good. It's almost like a murder mystery of sorts, and all the way until the second to last episodes when you find out, and you're just like, oh, what? So that's kind of cool. We have lots of crap going on in our world right now too, and so we're trying to deal with everything. But yeah, we've seen all that, and I'm trying to think of anything else.
Have you checked out Andor season 2?
So I told the boys I would watch it with them, even though I went ahead and watched season 1 and loved season 1. I bragged about season 1, so we started season 1 again. With the boys, and we just haven't had a chance to get back to it. So, and I don't want to jump ahead to season 2 and watch it. And so I'm hoping we get in some episodes this week because the NBA Finals is starting in a couple days, and then the NHL Finals starts on Wednesday. Edmonton Oilers are in it, of course. So the last month and a half has been sports, has been basketball, and that's what we do in the evenings. Other than Steph and I trying to catch some stuff as well. So watching our shows, Law and Order stuff, Chicago PD, all the cop stuff, which we thoroughly enjoy. But yeah, so there has been some stuff announced and there's been some stuff dropping, and we're just going to chat about some things. Last week, what was our show last week?
Oh, that we talked about.
Yeah, it was Naked Gun, wasn't it?
Well, that was what we were supposed to talk about. We went over Napoleon
We
Dynamite
did.
last time.
So yeah. So the next one was supposed to be Naked Gun, and so we're going to chat about that. The 1988 version of Naked Gun. Lee finally got to see it. We're also last week we were going to talk about Mission Impossible, but we didn't get to do the podcast, so we're going to be talking about that. It's going to be spoiler free, kind
I,
of.
I I can say a spoiler free thing, but I do want to talk spoilers.
Okay. Okay. So we'll try not to give away plot or anything like that, because there is some stuff I do got to say about this movie. Okay,
Yeah.
folks. So we'll give the announcement before we get into it. I want to talk about Karate Kid Legends. I went to see that yesterday. Yeah, and so this
What did you
week,
think?
Karate Kid. Well, we'll talk about it when we get to
Yeah.
it.
All right.
We'll talk to it when we get to it.
Whoa, settle down.
All right. So there has been some trailers Lee wants to talk about, and that's what we're going to start off with first. But I want to do mine first. Okay. I'm going to I don't know if anybody did you see Black Phone, the first one?
No.
You got to see Black Phone. We went to the theater to see Black Phone, and it was so stinking good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the same old story. Boy finds girl, boy loses girl. Yeah, it's Naked Gun. That's so funny. Yes, sir. So, Black Phone the second movie, I didn't realize they were going to do it. So, the first one kind of gives you that 80s feel. I'm pretty sure it's based in the 80s. And it's almost like a kidnapping and blah, blah, blah. And so, here is season 2. Part 2. I've not seen it yet. It just dropped 18 hours ago. And so here we go. It's creepier than the first one. Oh, Lee, you got to watch the first one. The first one's awesome. Ethan Hawke is fantastic. He's sorry.
No.
I didn't put that full screen, guys. So sorry about that. Yeah, this looks exquisite. Ethan Hawke did a phenomenal job. If you've not seen the first one, you have to watch it. And so you do got to watch a horror movie if we're going to do this podcast, Lee, at some point. So the part where he grabs the kid by the neck and lifts him up, and then it shows the kid bouncing in the bed and stuff. It almost seems like a Nightmare on Elm Street sort of thing where Freddy's in the dreams. That was crazy. I'm excited. That looked awesome. Cassina, you like a good horror? I don't watch horror either. Oh, Volmek. Volmek, you are a God-fearing man, though. I can understand that. The next count? What do you mean? Hold on, Big Cassina. What do you mean, the next count? Oh, did I mention I watched Nosferatu and The Wolf? I watched those last week. Nosferatu and then The Wolfman, the latest two that came out. Can I just chat about that for a sec? Nosferatu was surprisingly good. I don't mind saying I enjoyed that. And then The Wolfman I thought was terrible. In fact, The Wolfman, the latest one that came, I think it's The Wolfman. It was bad. It was a bad movie. Bad movie. Not good. All right, so what are your thoughts on this trailer, Lee? The next Conjuring movie. Oh, I cannot wait. We watched that trailer 2 weeks ago, Casino. That's one of my fave series right now.
Very creepy. Very, very good looking.
Thank you.
Not one I'd want to see.
What? Oh, this makes me beyond happy.
I can appreciate like a well-crafted film, but I don't like getting scared.
Oh, okay. Spuddy, I can't honestly answer that. I did not see that. I remember the original Nosferatu. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it. But this is actually really freaking good. I enjoyed the Nosferatu, this remake or whatever it was. I thought it was pretty darn good. So I don't know how it compares to the original, though, guys. I do apologize for that. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's my mother's fault that I love horror movies.
Like you're gonna say this is a very like mild horror film, if any. Have you ever seen a film called Brightburn? Because it's
but you liked it because you watched it because it was superhero. Brightburn is awesome.
It's very well made.
Yes. So much stress on my daily
I
life.
watched it with friends.
I get it, Volman.
I watched it with friends, and it's like it's a very well made film. I can like recognize that.
Yep.
So I don't like automatically say, it's bad. It's just something that I don't enjoy.
Okay, no, I get it.
But I can definitely see that people do enjoy it, like yourself, and appreciate it. So
Oh, I love them. But like I said, it's my mother's fault. I was just a little kid, single digits. And the only thing she'd get me to cover my eyes for is for booby scenes. We're sitting there.
the best parts.
Yes. We're sitting there watching the movie. She's like, "Oh, cover your eyes." And so you're covering, but like you're peeking through here so you can see the boobs and stuff. But yeah, that was like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween movies, Slumber Party, Massacre, any sort of zombie movie. We watched them all. I was just a kid going to bed scared to death. You can mention that June is Mental Health Month as a topic. Volmek, did you see my my Facebook post? June is Men's Mental Health Month, and so if anybody, and this is what I posted on Facebook, anybody needs to chat or wants to chat, I am always available. If you like Brightburn, you might like The Red Superman. Is that a movie? I've never heard of The Red Superman. As a movie, anyways. Cool. All right, so this is the Black Phone Part 2, October 17th. That will be a day one for me. And so I'm very excited. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, those of you that like the Squid Game, I'm a Squid Game fan. I found, if I'm being honest, I found the last half of season 2, they lost what made Squid Game amazing. And but how were your thoughts on season 2, Lee?
I thought parts of it were like, I thought the games themselves were like, I liked them. I liked the new dynamic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the whole searching for the island thing was completely pointless. It was a complete waste of time because it got nowhere.
Okay, Dark.
Yeah, and I think splitting it as how they did is like dumb instead of just making it the full season.
Okay. So the season 3 official trailer just dropped, and I've not seen it. It dropped May 31st. Okay, so over this past weekend, Saturday. So I haven't seen it. Let me go full screen for you guys, and here we go.
잠시 후 게임을 시작하겠습니다.
Jackie Chan.
왜 날 안 죽였어? 왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 왜 나만 살려둔 거야?
Oh, new games? Oh!
뭐 하는 거야?
워인 게임하지.
이제 여기서 제발 그만해 주세요.
그럼 뭐 어떡하겠다는 건데? 여기 앉아서 죽겠다는 거야? 나가자, 우리 살아야지, 준이야. 내가 도와줄게.
Oh! Wait a minute.
456번. 아직도 사람을 믿나?
June 27th this month. Okay. Huh. Okay, I'll tell you, I am surprised that the way season 2 ended, I'm surprised they're doing this. Just to leave it at that. Did you watch this trailer already?
Yes.
Lee. All right, give me your thoughts.
I think it's interesting. Yeah. I don't necessarily like how the front man takes his mask off at the end, but I think that was probably inevitable in the show anyway.
Yeah.
Like, but if I think the reveal in the show would have been more impactful that way. But I like that they're doing more games.
Yeah.
Because Squid Game.
Squid
That's what
Game.
we're there for.
Yeah, the way season 2 ended, I
no.
honestly didn't expect this.
Yeah, we see absolutely nothing from the boat side, like where it's like
Maybe they all clued
looking
in
for
as
the
well that
island.
it's stupid.
Maybe. But I'll be honest, like I'm hoping it doesn't then move on to a season 4 because I think certain
this
things.
is it.
Yeah, I'm good. It's good.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the final season. It's not.
Okay.
And I honestly think that it's a miss on Netflix's part. I just think they should do a new season with new players and new games like once a year. That's what made it so amazing. It was new. It was gory. It had a horror element to it, and that's what made it intriguing to everybody. And then I found season 2, they just went off the rails. But the games itself is what is so awesome, and it really. Sparked.
I mean, I suppose they still have the option to do that.
Yeah.
Because they could show previous years.
I think so. Yeah.
Because ultimately, we don't know how long this Squid Game has actually gone on for. So they could show like a year where someone else won with completely different characters, different games, and we have a whole thing with that.
Yeah.
But,
that's cool. I'm surprised cops, FBI haven't broken up a real Squid Game sort of thing in the world at some point. But maybe they have. I don't know. And they're just not making it known.
Maybe.
All right. So that's Squid Game season 3, folks. And if you're interested, watch season 2. It still has its merits. It's still good. So watch season 2. As season 1, I thought was really awesome. And hold on here. Let's. What else we got? Oh, Stranger Things. Okay. I was hooked on Stranger Things when it first started, and then they just had so much time between the last season and this season. To me, I'm burnt. I'm burnt out by not watching Stranger Things. As odd as that sounds, I'm almost at the point. Maybe try a prequel. Yeah, exactly, Big Casino. This is where I'm at with Stranger Things. It's been so much time that I just don't give a crap. Unfortunately. But have you seen this trailer?
No.
Are you sure? Oh, you did! You're just lying to me! Jerk. Okay, that is Stranger Things Season 5. This is the finale. And the trailer actually looked pretty darn good. I'm not going to lie. I think the CGI looked amazing. And it actually was like, wait a minute, could have some merit. So maybe I will. It's one of the series I've never seen. Only seen the Metallica clip. I don't think I've seen that.
But yeah, that's from season 4.
Okay, so season 4, I'm not even sure if I finished season 4. So I will go back and watch it just so I can catch up with this. It's so funny. The show was a massive phenomenon where every one of these kids became popular. And now, I don't know if you've seen recently, they've turned Millie Bobby Brown into a sex symbol now, which is so disheartening because I still see her as that 10-year-old kid or 13-year-old kid. And it's like, no, these kids don't grow up. And they're not allowed to grow up. And so I get it. You got to do what you got to do for Hollywood. But I don't know. What are your thoughts, Lee?
Yeah, I mean, like, when you're dealing with child actors, they do end up growing up.
Course,
yeah. But yeah, like I think with the last one, where they went into different directions in terms of splitting the group up into 4 parts, and then they all were in their own different places. It's like I didn't like that. It really just made me start to dislike some of the characters.
Yep.
Particularly like Will that we saw at the end there.
With the
And
run
it's like,
kid?
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't like him in the last season. I thought he was just a bit of a whiny brat, but when in the previous ones he actually had some merit to him.
Okay.
I think how they've split this one up, I'll be honest, I'm not bothered by. Not really, because it's like there's not a big gap.
Yeah,
Not
but
really.
still, why? Why, Lee?
I totally understand with that. Because for the first season it was 8 episodes in 2016. Season 2 was 9 episodes in 2017. Season 3 was 8 episodes in 2019.
See what I mean
season
with the
4
gaps? This is crazy.
Yeah. Season 4 was 9 episodes, but split across two time periods. In 2022.
Yeah.
And then this is season 5, and it's 2025.
Yeah, it's stupid. At least they aren't afraid of the number 3 like Valve is. I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry, Spuddy. Oh, for Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think if you have a massive hit in your hand, you got to keep the momentum going. And doing like 2 years, 3 years between each season is just, I don't know. It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Because I'll be honest, when I started watching, I didn't watch season 1 or 2 when they released.
Okay.
I watched it when season 3 released. So I saw season 1, 2, and then 3 at the same time, and then I had to wait forever for season 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That sucks. Okay, what do you guys think? You guys a fan of Stranger Things? Have you seen it?
It's if you love the 80s and you love the 80s, then that's
me.
the place for you.
I love the 80s. I didn't fully appreciate the 80s while living through the 80s, but I look back now and I love the 80s. The 80s and the music. I still listen to the music all the time. 80s, everything 80s was incredible. It almost seems like it was such an evolution of everything with movies and music and yeah.
Well, they really branched out to do just like completely wacky, insane things.
Yeah.
And a lot of it worked, a lot of it didn't, but the stuff that worked, we remember.
Oh yeah, it's so stinking good. All right, we got one more trailer.
I don't remember because I didn't live through it, but you know what I mean.
No, that's all right. All right, the one more trailer. This is Lee. This is the Gen V Season 2. I've not seen Season 1, even though I've seen every season of The Boys, and which I thoroughly enjoyed. The Boys is awesome, and so we're gonna watch.
You saw Season 4 of The Boys, then?
Oh yeah, I've seen every season. It's a must. It's so good. All right, let's give this a go. This is Gen V. When did this trailer come out?
Like a couple of days ago, I think.
Yeah, Saturday. All right, let's go.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to be back. Thanks for letting me re-enroll. I'm grateful.
You're an eye twitch away from leaping across this table and ripping my throat out with your teeth. I get why you're upset after what happened.
Stay behind me.
Hey, you guys.
What the fuck?
I'm Cypher, your new dean. It is time that humans learn that what runs through our veins is true Vought blue.
Nothing good will come of this. Nothing ever does.
We're gonna burn the school down to the motherfucking studs.
Let's fucking go.
I will be preparing you to push your powers to their fullest potential. You are not students. You're soldiers, and you will fight.
Bless your hearts and hold on to your butts.
We should run.
What we should be doing is disrupt, break shit, fuck shit up.
Whatever we do it together.
What really happened to my son? You have no idea what you're dealing with.
This looks crazy.
Let's go. 3, 2.
Sophomore year is gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit, bro. Sophomore year. So are they doing all of them? All the next 2 years, 3 years?
Maybe. I mean, like, if the first season was their introduction into the, I guess, like the college, but or university, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, it's I kind of like that. I'm interested to see what they actually do with the part of it, because one of the characters in that trailer, the black guy, he in the season 1, his son was more of the focus.
Okay.
But in between season 1 and 2, the actor died. It was like a motorcycle crash, and he ended up dying.
In real life.
So yeah, in real life.
Okay, that sucks.
So I'm interested to see how they deal with that character in this season, because like obviously you wouldn't be alive to act any of these scenes.
Sure. Okay. So that's exciting. If there's any trailers you guys want us to react to, feel free to do it up. So let's do this. We're gonna go into our one of our main topics. This is the Mission Impossible movie. I seen it. Lee seen it in the theater. Actually, this weekend I'm going to see Ballerina. I'll be seeing Ballerina. I cannot wait to see that. So,
Nice.
So, all right. I'm just going to come right out and say I'm not going to give spoilers, but spoilers are most likely going to happen, okay? If you don't want to hear anything about Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, just wait a second. Lee, what would you rate this out of 10?
4.
I would also give it a 4 or 5 out of 10. All right?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
I didn't like the movie. When it's time to go pee, I was more than happy to go pee during the 2-hour and 50-minute movie. And so we are going to discuss this in some detail. I have the trailer up, what we're going to do. Ali and I are going to talk about the movie, and then what we'll do is we'll watch the trailer, and then I'll just pause it throughout different scenes, and we'll talk about certain scenes, okay? This is going to be, this will most likely be spoilers, guys. So if you don't want spoilers, feel free to check out. We're going to be probably about 10 minutes or so. But I'll keep this Mission Impossible trailer up so you know that there's spoilers. But Lee, why don't you just give us a little breakdown on your thoughts?
For me, I think the whole film felt like it was directed very differently. Even though it's directed by the same guy who's done most of them so far.
Really? Okay.
Called Christopher McQuarrie. And the last two being Fallout and Dead Reckoning, I really enjoyed immensely. This one felt like it was shot very differently. Like the camera was just always in the characters' faces. the music was not up to par by any means. How the whole film was paced just didn't work for me. A lot of it felt that characters were just there, and then it's like, oh well, like they come back an hour later, and you think, oh, I forgot you were even in the film. Like,
An hour later, legit.
Yeah, because it could, like, it was very much like an hour later, because this film is touching 3 hours. Like, it's a very long-winded for what it needed to be, and it just felt like the whole time was just Tom Cruise being like a wacky conspiracy theorist, and he's just trying to explain everyone to try and get everyone to believe him, and in the end he was right, you know. and that was the movie for me, and it just didn't work for me.
Okay 2 hours and 50 minutes. Tom Cruise running, it's in there, and
not as much as the other ones, I'll be honest.
No, not as much, but still tons of running,
Yeah.
especially at the beginning. This time he turned into Aquaman, which was really impressive, and that is no joke. Tom Cruise becomes Aquaman in the movie, and that whole 40 minutes was an absolute waste of time. I hated the water stuff. I thought it was stupid, and it was boring. It was you had to suspend belief to even try to somewhat enjoy it, and even then, I was just like, ugh, whatever. I got it. That's when I had to go pee. I was like, all right, I'm going pee. Here they're at the Great Bering Sea. It's winter time, so it'd be minus whatever, and he was still Aquaman and amazing, and it was just stupid. That was my biggest gripe, was that whole submarine water thing, and I wish they didn't do it. And the movie, if they cut all of that out, the movie could have been 2 hours. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I thought everybody was impervious to pain. You know what? It was the Fast and Furious of Mission Impossible.
Yeah. I think, like, so in the next one they're gonna have to go to space, like,
right,
or something like that.
So if you watch the Fast and Furious movies, everybody's invincible and everybody's just superheroes and stuff like that. That's what this is. This is the Fast and Furious of Mission Impossibles. And I think, great. Tom Cruise is healthy. He's in great shape. Great that he can run as fast as he can for as long as he can. Awesome. Great. You do your own stunts. Oh, that's even better. Great. It's
I like all the other actors as well. Like, it's not necessarily just Tom Cruise. I like all the other actors. I just think how they were written into the film was kind of lackluster. Like, if you watch Dead Reckoning and then watch this immediately after, if you have 7 hours of your day to waste, you sort of find that, like, the characters that were really important in the previous one just are fairly irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like,
Spuddy said, who needs a good plot when you have family? And,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
And I never even put two and two together until we sat down and started chatting a couple minutes ago. I was like, you know what? Fast and Furious of Mission Impossible. Because that last Fast and Furious was unbelievably stupid.
It's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah. So, all right. So, like I said, here we are here. We've got Tom Cruise on the plane. This is legit. He's doing his own stunts here, whatever. I thought this, like, I understand the excitement and the, like, oh, okay, part of it, but it was not executed very well. I just thought the interactions were a little dumb. I'll just go back here. But scenery was awesome, like, especially right here doing her thing.
And all be true.
That right there, kids. That was
every word.
Oh, I found Angela Bassett was awesome, and she's awesome. Hey, I do my own stunts every day. I don't get an award for it. Ultimate Hater 87. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
I'll be honest with you. The Angela Bassett, like throughout the film, she kept talking about a son that she had, and then it was revealed at the end. I swear, like I thought for so long throughout that film that Angela Bassett's son was that submarine captain who helped Tom Cruise.
That's what I thought too.
I swear that because it's like I thought, oh, well, that's why he's helping, because there's clearly that connection, and then but no, it had nothing to do with him.
So the best character in the movie is the submarine captain. In the entire movie, the best character was a submarine captain. He was awesome. And that's it. They tie in the entire movie. I don't want to give away plot or anything like that. They tie in the entire series, the Tom Cruise series.
CIA Black Vault break-in.
Am I reading this correctly? The Kremlin bombing?
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
He gassed a security briefing.
What? It's me!
That was just 2 months ago.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here.
If we want to bring the world back from the brink, we have to deal with him.
Should he choose to accept?
Oh my gosh, can I just go back?
You loved that, didn't you?
Tom Cruise, I know you're watching. The director of Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, I know you're watching. And all the other writers, the sub-writers and directors and everyone involved in this whole water sequence, if I could give you a capital FU, I'm offering it to you right now. This was insanely stupid. I'm just saying, it was a waste of time.
The only thing that I really like about it was that while he was like just going through the abandoned submarine, and he was just trying to like find the plot thing, he didn't talk for like a solid 20 minutes. He was just like looking around, he was doing the thing, and that was honestly like the best part of that whole sequence, because it's like it didn't have to be spelled out, because I think a lot of films now just like spell it out where if it was done by a different director or something else, they would just have Tom Cruise commentate the whole time. It's like, I need to go through that. Oh, this valve is stuck. It's like, no.
They dumb it down for the audience. Yeah.
Yeah, which we didn't need, and I like that they didn't do it for this. So that was the part of the sequence that I liked.
But you know what I'm saying when he turns into Aquaman, right?
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
If you've seen the other Mission Impossibles, you have to see this one too, just to cap the finale.
Yeah, because this one spends way too much effort trying to bring it all together.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be the last one anyways.
Yeah.
So anyway.
If you've gone this far, then you might as well
well spend 3 hours on your phone having this playing in the background.
Yeah. Eating nachos
on every side.
Eat some nachos.
Panicking. What exactly is
that dude? This is who we.
Yes, that guy.
This guy here was actually really cool.
Your plan.
That was dumb. That whole sequence. Yeah.
This May. Look at this. He's running.
Your team has been betrayed, Ethan. All your secrets compromised.
Running.
Everything you are. Everything you've done.
Swimming.
You gave him an aircraft carrier?
Swimming.
Our lives
Running.
are the sum of our choices.
Swimming.
This is your calling.
Flying.
Yeah, flying.
Your destiny.
Driving. Running.
I have no regrets. Neither should you.
You see that they're showing lots of that submarine as well. I'm telling you right now, it's stupid. I'm
There's
just...
Tom Cruise with the bone cut.
I thought the plane, they dragged that out way too long as well. Way too long.
I need you to trust me.
Okay, hold on. This part...
What, with the knife or?
No. When it's showing them in the Bering Sea, and the other crew went to get the information, and they
right.
Yeah, they had to go with the sleigh dogs. All that. I thought that was good. That part was fun.
One last time.
Bum, 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 bum. I can only pray it is the final reckoning after that hogwash. That submarine must have been one of the most expensive scenes, so they needed to show it off. Spuddy, you're right. It's terrible. You have to suspend belief. You have to Fast and Furious that scene. You have to. There's nothing you can honestly, and they tried to justify it prior with setting up everything. They're like, if this happens, then you'll have to do this. And then you'll have to, or if this happens, then you'll have to do this. And then it happens.
With like the decompression chamber and everything like that.
It made no sense. It made no sense. It was nonsense. There was a scene there, you have to keep breathing. You have to breathe or your lungs will collapse or decompress. Nope, not Tom Cruise. He's invincible. He's Aquaman. And it was stupid. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting to unburden myself of this slop called The Final Reckoning. Now, I know you're supposed to suspend somewhat of a belief, but like none of them have been this exaggerated ever. That I've seen all 7 of them, and none of them have been this exaggerated. And my watch just said, why are you convinced there's nothing beyond death?
Oh, no.
Okay. Curious. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Lee, anything else you got to say about this? I recommend seeing it. Do not spend money.
Sure.
But yeah, go ahead. 3
hours. Can I talk spoilers?
Okay, Lee is going to talk spoilers. Is your watch becoming self-aware? I guess it is, buddy. Lee's going to talk spoilers, so mute this stream if you want. So go ahead.
So okay, to try and like run it down as in order of things as they happened. I didn't like that Luther died. I really liked him.
Yeah. Oh, he was the best. He was the best character, man. He was awesome.
Yeah. I really liked him. It was a dumb way that they killed him off.
Yep.
Second is in the beginning where it's like they're all tied up and then and Tom Cruise has to do his shenanigans to get out, and he ends up like brutally killing someone, so much so that we couldn't even see it. And we saw Grace's reaction, Haley Atwell's character. I thought that was going to like come back later, where it was like sowing seeds of doubt, where it's like Tom Cruise is like Ethan Hunt is quite brutal when he needs to be. Can he be trusted to deal with this kind of stuff, with this burden, or has he gone too far? You know, that kind of thing. But they didn't. Gabriel's character they just chucked out the window. Because in the previous one he was like completely for the entity, and now in this one he is now trying to manipulate the entity himself, and it's like no, they should have just made him the physical threat that the entity could be, instead of just making him another party.
Yeah.
That was super dumb. And the way that they killed him off at the end of the film was like that could have been from a scene from Naked Gun.
Yeah, that's so
like
funny.
His slapstick death, because he was meant to have like really important personal ties to Ethan Hunt from when he started out as being part of the Impossible Mission Force.
Yep.
Because he killed his love interest, because we got flashbacks of that in this film and in the previous one. Rebecca Ferguson's character never got mentioned in the whole film, even though this took place 2 months after.
Yeah.
Like, time-wise. It's so basically it's just like there's just a lot of things that just pile on that just it's dumb when they get to the cave. And then the American operatives show up. It's like, oh, I now remember that you were in this film. The whole thing where they have to cut the detonators at the same time, but they have 10 seconds to run to the thing. We didn't even see them run.
No.
They just talked about it, and then there was the explosion, but we didn't see them do it.
No, but they were good.
Yeah, I liked the characters, but there was just stuff missing with that probably could have gone for something else. Grace's character, like Haley Atwell, was barely a character in this film. She was just a love interest, I guess, even though she was and she had like that friggin' cheesy line that was what separates a good pickpocket from a great pickpocket? Timing. And it's like
dun dun dun.
Friggin' hell. Yeah, and that is literally the only bit of pickpocketing she does in the whole film.
Yeah.
That was a major character trait for her in the previous one, and they just sidelined her basically. So it's just kind of frustrating.
I agree.
And because the previous ones were so good as well.
Yeah.
And the camera was just always in people's faces. Like, freaking zoom out, take a step back, and just get the scene. But yeah, how they did, and my last point, Nick Offerman's character, the general, it's like they had one scene with him where it's like, oh, something's different's coming on here because he gets the sidearm from another officer, and then he pulls the gun on someone, and it's like he ends up getting shot, and you're meant to feel something for the character, and I didn't.
No,
there was nothing, because there was nothing there to begin with.
Yeah,
and he gets shot straight in the chest, not a speck of blood at all.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I just didn't care.
It'll just be because they wanted to keep it more viewer friendly for audiences, but it's like it was just so obvious at that point. But yeah, that's the majority of my issues with the film.
Hey, the acting is good though. The acting is good. All right, I just saw this yesterday. This is a new Karate Kid Legends. I'm going to quickly go through this, and then we're going to talk Naked Gun, and then we're done. So let's watch the trailer.
You want to talk about it?
My mom wants us to leave everything behind.
Sometimes it is the only way to move forward.
You come to America. New rules. New school. No fighting. You make any friends?
Yeah, I did. One.
What's his name?
Mia?
You study karate or something?
Kung Fu. Used to. I don't do any of that anymore.
Yeah, you're clearly over it.
Who's your friend?
Connor, don't start.
You really want to do this?
You can't step to guys like him. He wins the 5 boroughs every year. It's the biggest tournament in the city.
In life, you have only one question. Is it worth fighting for it or not?
So we're just supposed to let him fight? So that he can end up like his brother?
So that he does not end up like his brother. Lee means to me what you meant to Sensei Miyagi. I want Lee to learn Miyagi karate.
I'm sorry, Mr. Han. I wish I could help you.
You will.
I'm not coming to New York.
I will see you in the Big Apple. Sensei LaRusso.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
You have a foundation of Kung Fu.
We're gonna build upon that with karate.
Ancient way.
Miyagi way. There's 2 of them.
Focus!
This represents the history between the 2 families. 2 branches, 1 tree. This is why I came to train you. Remember what you're fighting for.
When you understand that, you'll be ready.
Karate grandfather. Hey, good to see you. Okay, so I went to see this yesterday, and it was all right.
Oh.
It was all right. So let me just give you a quick rundown. The 5 boroughs tournament fight is, of course, at the end. That was insanely rushed. I'm talking rushed. They spent more time on the Karate Kid training his love interest father to become a boxer than actually fighting in the 5 boroughs tournament.
Wow. Okay.
So you would think it's about Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio, Daniel LaRusso, and I don't know Jackie Chan's character. You would think it's about them really getting this kid to fight in this tournament, blah blah blah, but not really. Not really. It mainly starts off, or it is. He meets this. They move to New York. He walks down the street, goes into a shop. It's a pizza joint. He asked for stuffed crust pizza. They made fun of him because they don't have stuffed crust pizza, so that was his nickname, stuffed crust. And so
forget about it.
Forget about it. So come to find out, the father owns the pizza joint, who took out a loan from some sort of loan shark. These aren't people that you want to hold money back from, but he doesn't have enough money to pay back the loan. So he has this brilliant idea because he was a boxer. Let's go fight in this boxing tournament where I'm going to get money to pay back the loan shark. And he wants this little kid, Li Feng, to train him in boxing and becoming lighter on his feet. And it was such a letdown for that. Because they could have done so much more. Like this five boroughs tournament should have been the focus of the entire thing. And really, because I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, okay, we could have a best of the best situation. And those of you that don't know best of the best, you need to watch Best of the Best if you like karate, kung fu movies. And I'm pretty sure that came out in the 80s. It has Eric Roberts in it. It is freaking amazing. And that's what I thought it was going to be, sort of, what was Jean-Claude Van Damme? Bloodsport. I thought it was going to be like a little bit of that, and it really wasn't. They rushed the final battle with, you've seen the kid doing the kick, blah, blah, blah. They just rushed it. The thing that people want to see, because the story really wasn't that good. The story. So I'm seeing Karate Kid Legends. I'm assuming they're going to do more. And maybe this kid here is going to be their next protege. And I don't know. We went to see it because Karate Kid, if you go back to the 80s, it was awesome. It was cool. You get that crane kick, blah, blah, blah. And there was a special kick in this one too, folks. There really was. And so there was a whole crisis of conscience sort of generic story, stuff like that. So, and I didn't really give any spoilers, but yeah, I don't recommend it to going to the theater to see it, but just if you are a Karate Kid fan and you've watched all of them, including the last one with Will Smith's kid, Jaden Smith, yeah, there were some homages to that too, where he's doing sit-ups hanging off a ladder and he's doing the whole jacket sort of thing. And my boys remember that, or I had no clue. I'm almost, I felt like James in the sense is like, that's not my Karate Kid. And just like enjoy the very first one, right? And so, and I've already watched the first 4 seasons of Cobra Kai and already started the 5th season. So, yeah, that's it. It is what it is.
Oh no, not that saying.
It is what it is.
I have less of an attachment to Karate Kid.
Sure.
Mainly because the only Karate Kid I have seen is the Jaden Smith one.
What? That's it?
That's the only one I've seen. But I like the story. I think is very like formulaic. Seeing the trailer there, it's just like everything. It's the type of trailer that makes me think, okay, so I don't need to see the film now because everything is in that trailer.
Yeah.
That I'd need to see. It doesn't leave anything to the imagination.
Sure.
Because that is the film there, and I think trailers get worse and worse now. With doing that.
Yeah. I will say, Cobra Kai season 5 is amazing. It's the best season yet, out of all of them. It doesn't really have much cheese like the first 2 seasons did, which was supposed to be there anyways. This one here is fantastic. I'm actually having a really good time with that. But yeah, 1984 with Mr. Miyagi. The original came out, Wax On, Wax Off. And the Jaden Smith one was Jackie Chan in that one?
Yes, he was the one teaching.
Okay. Yeah. So it is what it is for the Karate Kid. Let's
a jacket on the coat hanger.
Let's quickly wrap up Naked Gun. So our movie to watch was Naked Gun, the 1988 version. Lee hadn't seen it. I've seen it 12,000 times. So Lee, I don't know if you would be the type to enjoy this sort of humor, but I am interested to know what your thoughts are, and break it to me.
I quite enjoyed it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. I have seen films like that before.
Sure.
Because I've seen Airplane.
Yes.
And it's such a funny film.
It's
Airplane.
amazing.
I love that.
Yeah.
These films I feel like are very of their time as well, with some I guess crass humor, but I think that's what makes it really good. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it's not as good as Airplane, but I suspect part of it will be because this is a film, isn't it, based off a show called Police Squad?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's some references that I might have missed. Unless it's
I would say the same slapstick comedy, but you would just like Lieutenant Frank Drebin, you'd still have him and his police chief and all that stuff. They were all the same characters.
Yeah, I love that. Like throughout the film, he just couldn't drive the car. Like every time he got in that car, something else happened, and it was just hilarious. Where he got out the car, the airbags went off, the car went driving away, and he just started shooting at. Did somebody get the plates? It's like, this is great.
Awesome. So I'd have to say I did like Naked Gun better than Airplane, but I loved Airplane as well. But all right, keep going. Top Secret is old, but was that kind of humor? I don't think I've seen Top Secret.
But yeah, there's also other films that I've seen like it, like the Top Gun sort of parody called Hot Shots.
Yes. Yeah, part 2.
Yeah, Yeah, I've seen that as well. So it felt
Charlie
I
Sheen.
like that kind of humor in itself because it is kind of how my brain works.
Okay.
Where I see something and I think that's dumb, but it's funny.
Oh yeah.
Where like towards the beginning they're talking about, and by the way, it is just it is a bit of an odd feeling having a film with O.J. Simpson in. It is just like it is just a weird feeling, but he didn't really stick around for that much. I felt because he was just more comatose in the hospital for the majority of the film. But when they're talking about, oh well, you know, he'll pull through. We'll be optimistic, and he said, and he said, yeah, but don't waste time for filling out those organ donor forms or something. And it was just funny.
Top Secret was 1984. Okay.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna have to watch Top Secret. I had no clue about it.
Top Secret.
Top Secret. Yeah, Val Kilmer. 1984. Popular and dashing American singer Nick Rivers travels to East Germany to perform in a music festival when he loses his heart to the gorgeous Hilary Flamand.
It's got Peter Cushing in. What the heck? It's got Admiral Tarkin.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Awesome. No, that's cool. I'm glad you liked it, man. Now we got to come up with the next one. The next movie we need to watch.
I had one in mind.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. What did I have? Have you seen the Cornetto trilogy?
The Cornetto trilogy?
Yeah, like Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, I'm positive I've seen Shaun of the Dead. That has... I don't know now. I knew Simon Pegg was in it. You know what? I'm going to say I have not seen Shaun of the Dead.
Should we do that one?
It's up to you.
Well, let's do it.
Have you seen it?
A long time ago.
So it's been a while, eh?
Yeah.
What do you remember from it? That you liked it?
Yeah. I mean, like the film's done by Edgar Wright because he's done other films like it. They're very samey in terms of the comedy, but like the whole the whole theme of the film really works as well. Like this one's the zombie film. It's a riff on Dawn of the Dead.
Okay. All right. So those of you that want to
and it's British humor, so you're gonna love it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. So those of you that follow along with our movies that you want to watch, so you can chat about it as well. Shaun of the Dead. We're going to do that for next Monday. And we'll check it out. Now, Lee has already seen it. I have not seen it. And Hot Fuzz and World's End was the other two.
Yes.
Of Shaun of the Dead?
No, the Cornetto trilogy. Really, like those films are not like sequels or anything.
Oh, okay.
They're just done with the same actors, same director, same sort of humor, but completely different themes and everything.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's just his three movies?
Yeah, so Hot Fuzz is more of like a crime thriller, and World's End is more of like a dystopian robot, I guess.
Okay.
Where they all get drunk. But Shaun of the Dead is the zombie film.
Wow. Okay.
But people tend to regard Shaun of the Dead as the best one.
All right, we're gonna watch it.
Most people I know, at least.
That's it. Shaun of the Dead for next week. Yeah, this was awesome, man. I'm glad we both kind of felt the same way about Mission Impossible, and
Yeah.
just wild, just friggin' wild. Oh my gosh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We are at the end of our movie podcast. This is awesome, and we're gonna get more stuff going, and we'll add more to it, and we're just gonna keep evolving and doing our thing. So yeah, Lee, any final words?
No.
TMZ is reporting a terrified woman unbuckled her seatbelt in the middle of a parasailing session high up in the air, plummeted to her death, and the whole nightmare was captured in chilling footage. Why would you be parasailing and then unbuckle yourself because you're panicking?
I mean, at that point, it's natural selection.
It's got to be. It's really
It's
weird.
got to be. It's some things just happen because of natural selection, and I think let that be. Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's, there are some things where it's like, oh, if the buckle actually like failed and she came loose by accident but nothing that she did, then I totally understand. But if she did it herself and she thought that was a good idea, it's like...
So she's got beauty.
Yeah.
She does not have the brains.
Yeah. And now she probably won't have both.
Well, she's dead. But
Yeah.
I assume she knows nothing about surface tension. Because she is over water and sky high. I guarantee she does not know about surface tension.
Well, yeah, she probably thinks that if you fall out of a plane and land in water, you're fine. Even though landing in water from that height is like hitting the ground.
Yeah. And of course, Twitter has the video. She's unbuckling. There's like 4 buckles. She unbuckles.
All of them?
Spins
Why?
out. Pushes herself off. Flips upside down. Lets go. And that's it. You don't see her anymore. Absolutely gorgeous, though. Oh, well. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. We are having tons of fun. And we are just rocking it and having a really good time.
Oh, by the way, the Doctor Who reveal was dumb.
The Doctor Who reveal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about that next week for Doctor Who.
Sure, man.
Yeah, it's wild. Okay. Lee, where can they find you on all your socials?
YouTube, Twitch, Discord, The Lee Everett.
Excellent. And mine are in the description. Oh, I think Steph's home now. Ella's tippy-tapping across the floor here. All right, here we are, everybody.
Talk about timing.
As usual, my name is Paul, and as for Lee, you guys, I almost messed it up. Take care. Well, I kind of did mess it up, didn't I?
You did it last week, too.
I did, too. I'll get... Excellent. Oh, yeah, she is here. She's coming in right now. We got to go to the hospital to see her momere.
Ah.
Oh, all right. So,
any improvements on that?
Or? Oh, no. She's going to be stuck in there. And we just got to get everything rolling. Now we got to clean out her apartment and do all that stuff because she's not going back home. So.